you're going to have an unending influx of immigrants into the country. And that's what Dr. Price is talking about. And nobody, no black politician, no black organization wants to deal with that issue. They will avoid it at all costs, even though in their hearts they know that's one of the biggest problems for black folks. We anticipate in the next 10 to 12 years approximately 8 to 6 million Hispanics coming into the United States and 41 million Asians. You have been the majority minority for 400 years in this country. You have been the number 2 population for 400 years. You're going to get kicked out of being number 2. You're going to go down and become number 4. Now, common sense, even a 3rd grade education would tell you, if you didn't get anything when you were number 2,
peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. What's going on, family? Come in and hit that subscribe button, a like button, and share button as well. Man, listen, you know it's election time, election season. You know they come in to pander, buck dance, and do everything else to get black people to get out there and vote for nothing. Make sure you just vote just to be voting. We ain't getting nothing out of it. All we doing, again, just like Dr. Claude Anderson said, is getting a whole bunch of immigrants flooding the country, and we're not getting anything for our vote. A whole bunch of symbolism. I want to talk about Michael Eric Dyson, and I want to go through Dr. Cornel West and Medina Abdullah. Sorry if I pronounced the sister's name wrong, but yeah, we want to get into that. And I'm kind of up in the air with Dr. Cornel West, and I'm gonna show y'all why when I go on his website. But we're gonna start this off with Michael Eric Dyson. He was on the Breakfast Club, and man, listen, family, I don't think I've ever seen somebody buck dance this way over Joe Biden in my life. I'm dead serious. Might just start calling him Michelle Erica Dyson, boy, because he was sucking the snuff out of Joe Biden, bro. Like, yo, listen to this, family. Listen to this. This is craziness.
On your show, Joe Biden made a joke. He was like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Oh, my God.
I don't know if that was a joke.
Well, here's my point. Mm-hmm. We say we want a white person who understands us and can vibe with us, right? Bill Clinton playing the saxophone, but more importantly, understanding the limits, the interests, the ideals of Black America. That was an inside joke. Joe Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, that's a bit of swag, if you will, by promoting the fact that he understood the inside language and discourse of Black America. That was not laying claim to the fact that, oh, of course, if you are authentically Black, then I am the only choice for you. That was a bit of swag. And then we tripping.
If you vote for Trump, you're voting against. He's basically saying if you vote for Trump, you're voting against your own interest.
I mean, he ain't lying. I don't detect no lies. So I'm saying if he's got that, we don't mind it if, some rapper who's white doing it, if it's Eminem and, Dr. Dre can stand up and said he's the coldest brother on the microphone and what he does and blah, blah, blah. So we don't mind that kind of swag. But if a guy who understands us, who's had, look, complicated histories, people are constantly pointing, well, look at Joe Biden in the 1990s. Bro, what have you done for me lately? People evolve and grow. They change. Now, Joe Biden is still saying the stuff he said back then about, not wanting his kids to be involved in a racial jungle or, against busing. Find me a white person that really wasn't against busing at that particular point, even enlightened white liberals. Now, my point is not to say that he is perfect. He's not. The point is, though, what has he become? What has he evolved to? Rakim said it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. What is he doing now? What is his interest in our progress? And what?
He has no interest in our progress. What has he done for me lately? Flood the country with immigrants, not keep up with his little student debt relief, whatever. Yo, knock it off, man. Let's for real knock it off, bro. This dude literally said Joe Biden has swag. I'm done. I've been done with Michael Eric Dyson, but man, listen, if that wasn't the most sucking up shit I've ever heard in my life, man, he had his tap dance shoes on. You talking about what has he become? He's still a suspected white supremacist. What are you talking about? He does nothing for the Black community, fam. Absolutely nothing. All he did was cover up that little bit of racism. You didn't reverse any of that stuff from that crime bill in 1994. You didn't make up for that. You feel what I'm saying? All this buck dancing, no matter how many big words you use, Michelle, no matter how many big words you use, you can never make you can never make Joe Biden look good. Never. It's nothing nobody can say to make Joe Biden look like a good candidate. We know this is a fix. Everybody's tired of this dude, and still the Democrats come out of all the people y'all got to run. Y'all want to keep this dude as president. The senile nigga who stumbles all over the place, who can't read the teleprompter. And man, listen, gas prices on the East Coast almost $4, man. What are we talking about here? Minimum wage is low as hell. What are we talking about here? You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Where happened to taxing the rich? They say that every year. They talk about universal health care, taxing the rich, student debt relief. Y'all talk about all this. None of it ever happens. Y'all talk about raising the minimum wage. Never happens. Never happens, man. Inflation just goes up. The interest rates just go up. And that's it. Pretty much that's it. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear one more video of this of Michael Eric Dyson. Hold on.
That person did that I actually saw for myself,
right,
that helped somebody in my community, they'll gravitate towards that.
Okay, I get that, but Eric Holder reduce the disparity between powder cocaine and crack cocaine, which disproportionately assaulted us.
Absolutely.
When you see,
they didn't market it well though.
Okay, well, do you want the commercial or the product?
The commercial.
Okay,
it's a campaign.
Well, I understand that. Then I understand. Look, but I'm saying the product is more precious than the commercial. Although we do need the commercial, the campaign to articulate what it's done.
If I was President Biden right now, everybody that I gave student loan debt relief to,
right, and
I'd have commercials running over and over with them with these people, these brothers and sisters saying, "Hey, I got $300,000 taken off my student loan debt. Now I'm able to open a business." I would just have them constantly.
I'm not against none of that. As they say, I'm not against any of that. But at the same time, we are sophisticated enough as a people to understand who in our corner, who ain't, and who can talk about it and who can't.
First of all, fam, you're not even releasing a lot of student debt like that. Knock it off, man. These people say some of the craziest stuff. Come on, man. First of all, you tried that shit and it got knocked down. Now you doing some people. Nigga, you need to do everybody and stop making it hard. Because it's like low-key hard to figure out how to get that done. This ain't no little simple. The same way how easy it was to get in debt. Oh, nigga, trying to get it erased is hard as hell. I was just talking about that with my ex-wife and a couple other people. Because she did get a little bit of her debt taken down, but still, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. And that's what I'm saying, dog. It's hard as hell to figure out how to even get that done. And if anybody know the process to that, please put it in the comments. But Michael Eric Dyson, boy, this nigga right here is a buck dancing coon, a big word talking, buck dancing coon. And listen, family, we not going for none of this shit this year. None of it, dog. Dude ain't doing nothing. We are sitting here at the bottom still. You feel me? No progress. You giving all the money to all these different countries and different groups of people. But somehow when it comes to us, we can't get cash. We can't get cash assistance. We can't get a hate crime bill. We can't get our freedmen's, bro. You're not even passing the study for reparations, even though that's a nothing burger. You're not even doing that, fam. Come on. You giving us nothing tangible. Tahanji Jackson or whatever her name is, the Supreme Court lady, like, that's what you did for us? Come on, we not going for it. Let me share my screen real quick so we can go over Dr. Cornel West's platform real quick. I'm gonna give y'all the whole screen. So Dr. Cornel West, he's running with Melina Abdullah, and I'm sorry if I got the sister's name right, but I can't really pronounce her first name. But yeah, this is what it is, right? So again, he speaks on reparations. I would like the wording to get better on it, but he has a nice little platform. I would say that it's the best platform I've ever seen from a politician. But yeah, let's go through it. So the pillars for a movement rooted in truth, justice, and love. So economic justice, he got abolish poverty, abolish homelessness, establish federal public banking institutions to fund public infrastructures and green reconstruction, establish a federal universal basic income commission, wealth tax on billionaires holdings and transactions. That's never happening. Everybody talks about that, but end all tax loopholes for the allegory. National minimum wage for $27 with special consideration for specific geographics where $27 would not be a family sustaining wage. Yo, I'm telling you, $20. I was just saying that to people the other day on the last one when one of my older videos. Go look at it when I was talking about how they changed the minimum wage at the fast food spots for $20 in California. $20 an hour is nothing. Definitely not in California. But mandatory minimum 6 months of fully paid parental leave. I want to go down because this is just we want to get into our stuff for real. But I will do a little bit. Workers' justice. So establish workers' bill of rights that include the end to right to work states, greater protections for workers who attempt to unionize. I'm going to go down some more. We definitely not reading environmental justice. He got health justice on here. He got a lot of justices. Yeah, let's go to racial justice. This is the main one we want to see anyway. But he does have a great platform. You can go on cornelwest2024.com and check it out. You can read the whole thing for yourself, but I gotta kind of speed through this, family. Racial justice. So he wants reparations to address the unpaid debt to Black U.S. residents. Now we have to change that up because we can't just go with Black U.S. residents because we know we got to be foundational Black Americans, freedmen, descendants of slaves. But we can't go with Black Americans. We can't go with African American. We can't go with none of that. Directive to complete the reparations process and findings within 2 years so checks can be cut and sent to eligible recipients. Now, I love that one. We love that one. And that right there being on his platform, but he has to push it more. He ain't pushing reparations hard enough, right? But we like that. We like that. In 2 years, so the checks can be cut and sent to eligible recipients. Now, that is what we're talking about. Push Congress to pass filibuster-proof budget reconciliation for reparations and land back provisions in line with the Civil Liberties Act of 1988. End mass incarceration and codify voting rights for all incarcerated people, and immediately reinstate voting rights for all returning citizens. You can put that, keep that under transformative justice because that don't need to be in our reparations for real. Address the disproportionate mortality rate for Black pregnancies. Require public. We just need our own. We need our own hospitals when it comes to that. Yeah, that could be part of reparations as well. And again, the Freedmen Bureau, because that's how we get the checks out. So again, I think he should get with some of our reparationists in the grassroots, to fully address. And I think for real, him going on Black Alpha, shout out to Black Alpha, him going on Black Alpha's network, I believe that changed his vision on how he addresses Black America. I honestly do. And shout out to Black Alpha, man. Require public review commissions for every police force in the nation. Reinstate Section 4B and Section 5 of the 1965 Voting Rights Act. established land back commission to explore and address brutal land theft from attempted genocide of and broken treaties with indigenous people. Yes, matter of fact, we got to go to the Treaty of 1866, where the natives got to give us them checks, the natives and the federal government. Full use of federal forces to investigate and end the epidemic of missing and murdered indigenous women, codified justice for Black Farmers Act for immediate execution. Now, again, he's talking about checks. We just got to get the wording right. And we got to add some more stuff to it. And we could take some stuff out because some of this stuff, like them Voting Right Acts, listen, that's like way so far on the bottom of reparations. Like I said, we need a Freedmen's Bureau. We need our own banks, our own hospitals, our own court judicial system. That's what we need. We need the same thing the natives got. So that it's cool with getting land back. It's definitely cool with checks because we definitely need them checks. And that's the main thing because that's the number one reparational demand is checks for foundational Black American freedmen who descended from slaves that were emancipated by the federal government. And this needs to be a federal reparations commission and reparations act, a federal reparations act, so we all can benefit from it and not just state by state where some Black people are benefiting, but not all. Then he has his transformative justice, protect free speech and whistleblowers and all of that. Voters justice. He got educational justice. I don't want to see. Now we're getting into the LGBTQ. But again, man, his reparations, John, is it's okay. The main thing you put in there was checks, but you got to definitely revise that, good brother. And you got to get with some people from the grassroots to help you with your reparations plan because, it's still a little shaky, man. It's a whole lot that needs to go into it. But again, shout out to him for even, pushing the reparations because, a lot of people not pushing it and definitely not pushing checks. So we got to give credit where credit is due, but it definitely needs some help. I'm still not on the Cornel West train. If I had a choice between Trump, Biden, and Cornel West, of course it would be Cornel West. But and mainly because of the reparations thing. Because before he didn't have reparations on his platform. He absolutely didn't. And when he got on Black Alpha's network, changed his tune. So again, shout out to Black Alpha. Shout out to all the people in the New Black Media Appreciation Month, where we appreciate all the people in the New Black Media, which is the regular folks who watch and the people who put out content, man. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate all the support and the love, man. Because without y'all, there would be no New Black Media for sure. But yeah, family, we definitely got to get on our bike. We got to put these people to the fire and make sure, they move in the best interest of us. Because the best interest for Black people is reparations. There is no other thing besides reparations that's the best interest for Black people. As Dr. Claude Anderson says all the time, reparations is a necessity. It's a necessity. And Black people, if we don't get it, we are through, just like he said. But peace, love, and reparations. I'm going to get up out of here, family. It was nice being with y'all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And we up out of here, man.
Is not a nicety. It's not something nice to have for Black folk. It is now an absolute necessity. If you do not get reparations soon, Black folk, as I told you before, are through. Reparation is not a nicety, it's a necessity. What are the conditions? What are the conditions that precipitated Black folk getting into this dilemma? And what Black labor, white wealth did, it tracked 800 years of history in very systematic terms to show you every strategy, every technique, every law, every public custom, and every public policy that was used to enslave Black folk around the world and to maldistribute almost 100% of all this nation's wealth, power, resource, privileges, businesses, and controls of all levels of government into the hands of the dominant white society. And what slavery and Jim Crow segregation did with black folk, it intentionally maldistributed all the resources away from black folk and created a real-life monopoly game. Black folk in America are playing in a real-life monopoly game that you're totally ill-prepared to play and win.